All right, so the purpose of this meeting is to make sure that you know exactly what you're supposed to do as far as activity goes and nutrition goes for the rest of the weekend and then going into next week. So for fitness, Miss Sandy, our goal is to get 3 to 5 hours of intentional activity. And I always tell people the same level of intensity that you get in class, where you're looking forward to those water breaks and you could barely, someone's asking you questions like thumbs up, you're doing good, and all you can do is give a thumbs up. You can barely get a word out because it's so intense. That's the same level of intensity that you're looking for when you're doing homework assignments. So 3 sessions, 2 homework assignments a week gets you to the 3 to 5 hour range of intentional activity for the week. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all that to say, it's not walking the dog. It's not putting someone in a stroller. It's not any of that. It's not checking the mail. It is like a hard start, hard finish. I'm out of breath, feeling good. So this is our first question for fitness. Have you completed your homework assignments this week? Be honest. I already asked Yolanda. Miss Sandy, do you even know what you're supposed to do for homework? Let's start there.
Yes, yes. I went rollerblading today for 45 minutes.
Okay,
So I went 5 mile, no, 4 miles.
good.
Yeah.
Where do you
So
do
and I
that?
what's that, honey?
Where do you do that?
I do it off of 95. There's a it's called the rail trail. I think it's called the rail trail. So I
Okay.
drive there, and a couple of weeks ago I did 8 miles, but I overdid it because then the next day I couldn't walk on my ankle.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I have a tendency to overdo. So
Sure. Sure. Okay. At least you know yourself. You know that about yourself.
oh, I yeah.
You did that. You did your 2 sessions. Tomorrow's your third one, I'm assuming, the 9:15.
Yes, yes.
And then are you doing a homework assignment over the weekend?
Uh, which is the meal plans?
No, for activity, what I suggest is a power walk if your ankle could take it. Just
Oh
so that
yeah,
we don't get in the mindset of, oh, weekends are off. Let's do one activity over the weekend.
yeah. No, I've done 2 power walks
Yeah.
since I started Monday.
Okay. Then that's
Yeah,
perfect for your power
yeah.
walks. Like I said, intensity wise, we're looking for not distance, but the intensity for 30 minutes. Um,
Okay.
so even if you broke that up, just because, yeah, even if whatever you had to do, if you could get 30 minutes power walking in over the weekend, you're good by me.
Okay.
That's a good habit. You seem like the active type though.
Yeah, I'm very active.
You might turn into a Yolanda here where I had to start stressing, okay, listen, your homework's a rest day.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, on that note, we do want a rest day, and most people do make it Sunday. Does that sound like something you'll do?
Well, I actually wanted to come to one of those classes, but I'm very involved in the church, so I could not make any of those classes. And I'm actually working at the boutique tomorrow or Saturday, so I wouldn't be able to do that any of that. But next Monday and Wednesday, I'm working in the boutique, and I have to be there at 10. But I'm going to come at the 6 o'clock classes, so I can still do the same classes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So
fantastic.
that's a big commitment.
Yeah, to end your day with a workout, I mean, it's so funny. Everyone thinks like, man, 5 a.m. first thing in the morning, I can't imagine getting up that early, which, that is a different fight. But I always look at those warriors who come in at 5 and 6:15 p.m. I'm like, man, you had all day to come up with like a reason why you don't have to come
No,
to the
I'm
gym.
coming to the morning classes.
Oh, you're
I'm
coming
going
to
to
the
come to
morning.
Yes, because I have to be at the boutique and then I don't get off until 5, and that's in Ormond. I mean, I'm sorry, that's in New Smyrna.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll go to bed really early, which I go to bed early anyway, so I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Then, and you should sleep good at night.
Oh, yes.
Amanda, welcome. How are you doing with homework assignments this week?
I am doing pretty good. Lots of walking. I found that power walking has been one of the big things that has been super helpful for me. Still struggling with the running and the heart rate.
Okay.
But the power walking, we've increased distance. So we did 3 miles straight on Monday before the gym. And then I'm going again tomorrow with my dad. And we're going to try to do if we don't get the 3, we're going to try to push for closer to 4.
Good. That's really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. How many times a week?
So we've done, tomorrow will be 3 times.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you wear a
Yeah.
watch?
I do. And it's linked to the Bamboo app and everything. So I've got
Cool.
like my pace and how far we're going.
Nice.
I'm able to keep an eye on my heart rate. Next week, we're going to try to go out to the Ponce Preserve because they have some sections where there's like incline, decline, soft sugar sand, and try to like up it. And then I have a friend that has one of the weighted vests that she's going to let me try out and
Yeah.
and see how that goes.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you. And you'll go first thing in the morning, I'm assuming, because it's
Yes.
just getting hotter, guys.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So I think tomorrow we're going. I'm gonna get there around 7:30.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're doing good. Beautiful. Average steps for the day. What do you think you hit?
So on days like today, where it was a long client day, we're gonna walk after this meeting. So those days I'm probably closer to like 5 to 8,000. But on the days that we are walking, it's probably closer to like 15,
Right. Okay.
maybe even a little
8,000
more.
is perfect. 8,000 is a beautiful base. Sandy, you probably hit that. Yolanda, you probably hit that. I'm sorry, who's iPhone 5? Is that Sarah Neal?
It's Gabriella.
Gabby, hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I got out on
Sorry
time.
to put you on the
Can you see
spot.
me?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay. I
So we're
can't see
going
me.
over.
So I'm sorry what I look like. I just got out of
You're
work.
good. You're good. You probably have to swipe right or left if you're on a phone. It looks like you're on a phone.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hi, ladies. Okay, period. I'm not the only one driving.
Yep, we got Yolanda here.
Yeah.
We have Amanda, and then Miss Sandy. Actually, this is her first week, so props to her.
Hi, Sandy. Same here.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
what
Yes.
we're doing in this meeting is going over just our game plan, what we're going to do for the next week. So we're talking about fitness, making sure everyone knows what we're doing for homework. That leaves you. You're last. You joined at the perfect time. Do you know what you're supposed to be doing for homework?
Well, I have been doing the walking.
Yep.
What I do is just I go on my gym treadmill and I put it at incline and I walk for 30 minutes straight.
Okay.
Um, I'm I'm just trying to work on my cardiovascular resistance, like endurance,
Yes.
because it's really bad. Like I can barely like go up like steps and not get winded.
Right
And
now.
it's because of, yeah.
Right now.
So that's just how sedentary I was when I was back in school. And that
Okay.
was, so basically I'm just doing incline walks, 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
On days that I work, I get to like 15,000 steps.
Yep. Beautiful. Yeah.
And on days that I don't work and I go and work out, I'll get to maybe 6,000.
Okay.
Unless I go to like Disney or something and I'll hit like
Sure.
20,000.
So Gabby, I just told the rest of these guys here, 8,000 is a beautiful baseline. That's like
Yeah.
a beautiful baseline for activity stepwise. So on the days you do work out, which is great because that's a different type of workout in the gym. What if you got just a stroll in? So it's just steps.
I was thinking about it. I was
And
debating.
and it's like a beautiful park we have across the street. I think Yolanda's gone over there, done a lap.
I thought that was like a school.
Nope, it's the
Gonna lie.
community center is right over there. So, baseball fields are over there. So you could literally just walk that one time and probably get your step count to hit 8. No problem. If you went to work out and hit that next, or, whatever, fit it in at some point.
Okay.
But I think you're doing a good job with homework. Incline, are you talking like what, 9.0, or are we talking like 3?
10.
10 is good. Good. All right, that's what I wanted to know. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna switch gears, guys. Nutrition. If anyone doesn't have any more questions about activity. Okay, we're gonna move on to nutrition.
Before. Okay.
Yeah.
So this week I'm going on a trip this
Okay.
week. So the 3 days that I am off this week, so I have 4 days off. 3 of which I cannot go to classes.
Okay. Which
So
day?
oh my God, give me a second. So basically I am off on Monday, I think, and then thank you, whoever opened that gate. I'm off on Monday. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and then
Busy.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the days that I'm gonna be gone. So I'm kind of like debating whether to just do the workouts while I'm like out there. I'm gonna be in Texas, or go before work, but I don't know because I don't know if I'm gonna be late
Okay.
because I start at 7.
Okay. Um, will you have access to dumbbells
I can find some, maybe,
in
yes.
Texas?
I can probably find some, like somebody out there has to own a pair of dumbbells that I can
Okay.
borrow, or I'm gonna go visit my friend's family, so I can probably try to see if one of them has access to like a personal gym or something like
Okay.
that.
So in that case, and I could send you 2 workouts a day to do, while you're there. So you get there Tuesday is what it sounds like.
I get there Thursday,
You get there Thursday.
super early.
Okay.
Then Friday and Saturday I come back late. So I'm gonna try to do Monday.
Okay.
Tuesday I can't, well, Tuesday you guys have a 5:15 class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday I'm gonna try
If you
the
can
best
get
that I can.
at least 2 workouts in at the top of the week, and that's one thing I always say, attack your week. I was a part of
Yeah,
the bowling league when I was younger, and they used to say you attack for a strike and then you bowl. You use strategy to hit the
yeah,
spear. So in the
that's
top
what
of
I've been
your week,
doing. Yeah.
hit it hard. Whatever you need to do, like our 3 to 5 hours of fitness for the week, get it in early. And then you could play plan B from there on out. But if you could do
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, then we're already doing good. And
Okay.
then,
I'm gonna try my best. If
okay.
not, then should I send you a message or
Yeah, would you
Carol?
either? Because what we have for everyone, for challengers and for members, are vacation strategies, and they just empower you to stay on track, live a little, and then you're more empowered to come back and get back on track into routine a little bit easier. So
Okay.
the one for challengers, since you're in the beginning and you're still like pushing hard for attacking goals, attacking goals, I'll put it that way. It's a little
Yes.
more strict. And then for members like Yolanda, who's been here months, it's lenient. It's a little more lenient. It's like, hey,
Wow.
make
Must be
sure
nice,
one
Yolanda.
make sure one of your meals are on plan, for example, while you're on a cruise. And then make sure you get 20 minutes of activity while you're on that cruise. So it's like a little balance between like enjoy your life and then still check the box, That way when you're
Okay.
back, you're still in routine. So that's what I'll do for you, Gabby. I'll double check by Tuesday to see where we're at with attendance, where we're at with activity, and then we'll go from there.
Because Monday's not gonna be a problem. So if you send me a message early on Tuesday, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it's wonderful. But if you
Okay.
we gotta see if we can wake up and make it to that
Okay.
class.
Then I might
Yeah.
just text you Monday just to give you another little like, you can do this.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Good. I'm
nutrition.
glad you brought that up, especially like week 1, week 2. Man, it's crucial weeks. We want to make sure we stay on
I
track.
know.
It's okay though. All right,
Okay.
question number 2 for nutrition. Have you been following your meal plan? The thing that's different about everyone's meal plan, everyone can find it right here in the app under the fork and knife. You have your meal strategies, recipes, other assets, and your meal prep strategy or hack. But what is different for everyone are the portion sizes themselves. So even though we have the same list of foods to eat from, same proteins, same fats listed, unless we're vegan or vegetarian, what's different is like the actual ounce or cup size of certain things. But that is our one question is, have you been following the meal plan? You've been eating according to the list of foods and following your meal opportunities. So everyone knows pop quiz. What are we having for breakfast as far as servings go? Yolanda.
Protein, veggie, carb.
Yep. And Amanda for lunch.
Same.
And then for dinner, oh, I'm gonna give this to Miss Sandy.
Protein, veggie, and a little bit of fat.
Yes, perfect. Beautiful. Instead of the carb.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Or yes, instead of wine.
And that too. Yes.
What?
Good point. All right. And then for our
Wow.
I know. It's a struggle. Trust me.
listen, we're doing it. We're doing it all together. Everyone has their own fight. So if that's your fight, own it. All right. And we have our 2 shakes. One in between breakfast and lunch, one in between lunch and dinner. That's usually the first thing that people miss. Are we getting that in? Our protein shakes? Amanda, you do good, I know.
Yeah, I switched mine. I was having a lot of hunger last week, and so I switched how I do breakfast. And so I'm doing like a smaller portion of like egg whites, but I've added a protein shake to the morning. And that has been really good because that's also like the premier protein with the caffeine in it. So that's been helping me out. This week, I have been not great at the between breakfast and lunch snack.
Okay.
Normally, yogurt. I think I've hit it 2 out of the 4 days. I was finding that I just wasn't hungry. And so I need to be a little bit better towards the end of this week about hitting that snack.
Okay. Okay. Did anything change with activity? No, right?
Other than, I think it's more so client caseload.
Okay.
And so like I had a doctor's appointment yesterday that kind of threw a wrench in my schedule. And then today I had more midday clients than I usually do. And so I think it just kind of threw off my routine. And then I was good because I didn't pack, I forgot to pack it, but I didn't stop and get anything.
Okay.
So I was good about not like, oh, well, I didn't have my snack. So maybe I'll just get like a muscle milk or something like that. I've been trying to be a lot more mindful with my snack. My first snack being more of like a yogurt for GI health.
Oh, good, good.
So,
Okay.
yeah. They
All right.
also actually this week too, my GI doctor started me on a fiber supplement. So I don't know if maybe that is filling. I'm not quite sure
Possibly.
what effects that'll have.
Yeah. You
But-
take it in the morning, right?
Yeah,
But
Benefiber.
yeah, possibly. Okay.
Mhm.
And you're supposed to drink a ton of water with that. So now you're talking about like being extremely hydrated.
Yeah,
And
I
that might play.
a
Okay.
gallon plus usually. So
Okay. All right. A little moving parts, but at least we can pinpoint them. It'll evolve, and at least you know the goal. So good job for being mindful.
thank you.
When I asked a question about shakes, I saw these little jazz fingers from Gabby. You want to elaborate? That was like a
So basically, so I don't how do I start? Basically, I don't eat 3 times a day. This is
Okay.
not normal for me. It's very hard for me to actually like, first of all, I hate cooking. And so like sometimes I just don't wake up with hunger in the morning unless it's like today that I'm up since like 5 in the morning.
Mhm.
I'll be hungry early. So
Sure.
I will definitely have like, for instance, I worked yesterday and today. I made sure I had my breakfast, my snacks, protein shake, and my lunch,
Okay.
right? But then when it comes later, like for the snack protein shake later and the dinner,
Okay.
I won't do as much because I cannot eat if it doesn't have carbs.
Okay.
I am disgusted by meat. So like even eggs, I like out today I was eating my eggs and I was like, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were eating your eggs for breakfast?
Yes.
Breakfast, you can have a carb.
Yes, exactly. So I eat my breakfast
Okay.
with my carb. For a carb, I just had the
Okay.
oat milk,
Oatmeal.
the
I'm
rolled
oatmeal.
oats, the rolled
Sure.
oats. Is it okay if I combine? Because for instance, I did the half a cup of, actually I did a fourth cup of rolled oats with like a few blueberries and a
Yep.
few strawberries. So I
Yep.
did that, and then I did a side of scrambled eggs, but I cannot do as much protein as it's telling me to. I try to get as close to it,
That's
but
fine.
not all the way. Because like
Can
I said, I get
you?
I get icked halfway.
Sure, sure. And it's a lot of eggs, to be honest. So if you're not used to eating breakfast, can you throw in a sausage link or what is it on here? Turkey, ground turkey. Can we
I
throw
can throw in a
in
protein shake.
or throw in a protein shake? So what I was gonna say too, if you're not used to eating, and this is for anyone who's new, don't think that like you're the first person ever who's come here and said, I only eat once a day. We hear that all the time, because the activity isn't there. If you're looking at food as fuel, you don't need a lot of fuel if all you're doing is sitting at a desk. So that makes sense. But now we're adding an activity. Now you're adding in steps. So your appetite will increase, but it'll be a journey. So for now, I want you to focus on the whole food meals. Forget the shakes if it makes you to where you can't even eat a whole food meal. I'd much rather you have a whole food meal because in that meal, you're more likely to get your minerals, your vitamins, all those missing pieces, your fiber, your other things that your shake won't necessarily have. Does that make sense? What's up?
So what I wanted to ask you is like, for instance, like those days that I don't eat the breakfast and I eat the, for instance, tomorrow I'm off and I'll
Okay.
go to the class in the morning and I will probably not eat till like 4 or 5. Aside, oh my God, baby. Aside from like an protein shake, like after the workout, I might not eat till later because I have to prep the food tomorrow and all of
Yeah.
that. So like because what I eat is basically a protein shake and dinner, I keep it within the means of what I'm supposed to have, but
Mhm.
I add a carb.
Okay.
So like
So a total of 2 carbs a day, right? In the morning and lunch?
essentially like I'm doing 1 carb a day when I eat once. So like I'll probably mix like I don't beans are considered carbs, so like I'll put like half a cup of rice,
Yep.
half a cup of beans, and
Yep.
then I'll do the rest protein or veggies.
And that's good. That's perfect. And that's for dinner or lunch that you're saying, right?
Yeah.
For dinner. Yeah, no, I think it sounds like you're doing good and you have your coach in the app. So this first week aren't you're taking pictures, sending them to her, right? And she's giving you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep doing that. Because this week is like really just finding your baseline.
So
And
what I've been sending her is just like the ingredients separated, like, okay, these are the veggies for the week, these are the carbs for the week, and this is that for the week. But I haven't been sending her like every meal.
I'm gonna encourage you to like just 3 days straight. Did anyone else do this? Amanda, you did this, right? First week where you just took a picture of everything that went in your mouth.
I wasn't as strict. I did more so like I took up one picture all at once of like
Okay.
breakfast, dinner.
Okay. And that
Yeah.
worked too. Yolanda, you did this. I
I
remember
did.
Yolanda. Yolanda was very, I mean, like up until just a few weeks ago, was logging everything in the app, whether someone saw it or not. I think you just did it for accountability for yourself.
Yep.
But that's how we get like a really good baseline and cadence of like what you're eating throughout the day. And we can like look over that over the course. All it takes is 3 days of data for us to give you like because now I'm kind of just reaching.
Yeah.
To have you pull all these levers when we don't really have the data to give.
No, I was going to say I did use an app, and that was really cool to see because it same thing. It broke it down at the end of the day where I could see like all of my goals and where everything went, and like you
Yep.
could see the graphs. And I like graphs. I'm a visual person, so it worked well for me.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you guys are putting these meals where?
In the apps. Well, I use MyFitnessPal. Sorry.
I did.
Oh
too.
yeah, I've heard of that.
I've done that too. But honestly, you could do it right
Babies.
there in the Bamboo app. Hold on, let me see if I could Yolanda, do you mind if I pull up yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
Problem.
let me hopefully I'm logged in. Hold on.
On the spot, girl. On the spot.
I know,
better
in
be
the hot
good.
seat.
You better be good.
I mean that's one beauty of having. All right, here we go. Because it's weird since I'm a coach in this app, I can't necessarily use it as a regular person, I guess. All right, so we're gonna go to let me just pull up your calendar and see where I could pull food. Yolanda, you
So
were
it's in,
logging it?
oh, so it's in the plus sign meal. And you put
Yeah.
a
Yeah, you got to put it
picture.
in there.
Oh, okay. So here, let me go one.
Oh, 10-4.
It should be in
Yeah.
here.
It's like, for example, oh man, I'm sorry, Yolanda. I got
No, you're good.
Okay, period. I want to see that. I want to see that. I want
I
to
know.
see that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It
That
was,
totally want to see that.
Gabriella.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like you, honey. I do not like to cook. And so I get like a chicken, a rotisserie chicken, and it's already
Okay.
baked. And so
It's true.
I just grab a leg and just chop it down. I mean, I weigh it down.
Exactly.
I weigh it down first, but I understand, and I don't eat. I'm not used to eating either. So the eating is a real problem for me too. And I have like a protein bar that's 15 grams that I get at Publix, and it's like caramel and nuts. It's really good.
That's not addictive.
Yeah, yeah. So
And
see,
then
I think about that, and then I'm like, the problem is that like I would be taking in carbs with that. And because I love carbs so much, I want to make sure that I use it in something that I'm going to enjoy so that I don't feel totally miserable. Like that I'm like, you know what I'm craving? Oh my God, today, all day, everybody's been snacking here, there, like, oh yeah, pizza. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to die. But I've been so good. I'm proud of myself.
Mine too.
Yeah, you're doing really good. Just the fact that you're mindful. Okay, Deidre, she logs them this way. Yolanda, I think you used to send them in the app, like in the messaging
In the-
section. So I can't pull it up if I'm not logged in as Kiko. Or
Uh-huh.
yeah, Kiko you had. But
Yeah,
Deidre,
that's what
she
I used
logs
to
them. So like Amanda, if you ever wanted to just not pay for MyFitnessPal, because I know you have to pay for it now. The
yeah.
Oh
you
my
can
gosh.
log it the same way and it'll give you the same macro breakdown if that's what you're like talking about, like macro distribution. It'll give you
Oh.
so if you log it in this way, and yes, it might take just a minute, like see how she put russet potatoes baked without salt. So you log it and it'll basically just populate how many calories it is. You just put the portion, like you search it, you
Okay.
select it, and it'll put the portion.
And
it
this is
gets,
within our app. Okay.
yeah. Yep, and it's free, so it's right there. But that'll give us like a better baseline. If you can just remember to do it for the next 3 days, that's what I suggest. We've all done it. We've all done it. So I'm not telling you to do something that's like
Yeah.
we're done. I would never. But yeah, that's gonna be your play for the next 3 days.
Okay.
Right. Everything as far as nutrition goes, you can find on the Facebook group. So if you go to this feature, oh no, hold on, I'm messing with my slideshow now. you go to the featured post right here, it'll drop down and you just scroll until you find the post that says nutrition assets. And it will open up to our drive that has breakfast smoothies, meal prep packs, snacks and sides, has food options if you must, a restaurant ordering out system. So like a lot of good little things to just incorporate into
Yeah.
and make this more plan to work for you and fit your lifestyle. You can
Right.
and then
Look,
also
I hate chicken and I made a grilled chicken. So I legit went to the barbecue and made it there and I was able to eat it all.
there you go.
It was amazing.
There you go.
So I'm trying to find ways to like make this happen.
You're gonna get there. We're all gonna get there. We're doing it. We're already on the path. Like we're gonna be fine. Just keep coming, being coachable, being flexible. Have your eyes on the prize. Miss Sandy, I want to ask you, do you have any questions?
Well, I made a bunch of quinoa and brown rice, but it tastes nasty. I
Okay,
can't, I
Yolanda.
can't eat it.
Okay, props to you for cooking first off, because I know that's outside your comfort zone.
I know. I got the whole refrigerator full of food, but I just open it up. It's like, nah, I want a protein meal.
So, Yolanda, Amanda, can you give any tips?
Mix it all together.
Oh,
Yep.
Make it like a stir fry.
That's what I did.
Terrible,
Yeah.
but it adapts the flavor of whatever's around it.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I quinoa is my base, and then I'll mix my protein and my veggies. Normally, if I do quinoa, I blend veggies, so I might have a little bit of broccoli and a little bit of asparagus, and I have more flavors there. And then
Yeah.
I just mix it all together. Same with brown rice. I can eat white rice plain, but brown rice and quinoa,
Right. It's
Mm-mm.
nasty. Ugh.
mix it all together because it'll just adopt to the flavor of what you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
can
know.
Seasoning.
Can I use cilantro? Can I put cilantro in it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anything fresh, you're good to use. You can use pico de gallo for all I care. You can
Okay.
use foods. Yolanda, did you have it? Because I got one more tip too.
That's what I was saying. Make sure you season. Your seasonings are good,
Yep.
and most of them are free. It's
Yep.
zero
Yes.
calories.
And then another tip, I only do this because I don't eat a lot of so I only eat fish. Pescatarian's like the actual term. But one thing I do, I'm always looking for ways to add protein, but this is a way that adds protein and adds flavor. I cook my rice and my quinoa in bone broth instead of water.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're already set for like a flavor. You can get beef, chicken, or vegetable. Well, not vegetable broth. It wouldn't be bone broth, obviously. It's vegetable. Sorry.
But they have.
Oh my God. You got this. We got this.
And then like Amanda was saying, if you make a breakfast skillet, because you can use the same exact setup because you're allowed a carb in the morning. One thing I do is this like for my eggs, I put it in my rice and my veggies as a fried rice skillet type of breakfast. That's
Yes.
one way to beef it up. And then put your dollop of Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, some pico de gallo, some tahini, some hot sauce. You're good. That's
It
what
is
I
so
do for
good.
breakfast sometimes. But there's just several ways to mix and match. But rice and quinoa is a huge like base in my life. So I want you to try it one more time. Give it one good try.
Okay.
Or
No, report back.
you can do white rice too. It doesn't really taste bad. Like the only one I eat is white rice, but obviously I gotta like keep it on the low because it's not as healthy as a quinoa or what the other one.
Yeah.
What did you
Let
say?
me see.
Brown rice?
Carb,
Yeah.
quinoa,
Yeah.
cooked rice.
But,
It could be
like-
white or brown. You're good.
Yeah.
So it could be white or
So-
brown. It's on the list.
White rice is if you could just literally buy the jasmine rice that's already cooked at Costco or at Walmart
Yeah.
or
In a
Publix.
packet. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one package.
And if you make like beans, is the easiest thing to do. Like, and you mix it. So like for instance, I made the lean beef. Yuck. I don't like that. So I took the beans and I mixed it and I made it like a bowl.
Yep.
So like, oh my God, it's a lot of playing around.
Yeah, like
But
a
it doesn't have
Tex-Mex,
to be
like
quinoa.
Chipotle bowl. Yeah, it could be and then even in your beans, you could put like some nutritional yeast is like a really good flavoring, some cumin, some other seasonings.
Yeah.
Really good. And like she said, if you do half of your portion size rice or quinoa, half beans, it is a good setup. And then put your veggies, some like blackened. I love blackened fish. A nice blackened mahi on top. Beautiful.
Girl, you're gonna have to drop these recipes.
I know, I know.
'Cause you're eating bougie. I'm eating
Really?
basic. Eating
Yeah.
mahi.
Oh yeah. Mahi, any white fish is a good. See, but I don't eat any other kind of like real protein that you would call like animal protein. So yeah.
Okay.
For on this list, white fish. So and then for me, I only like mahi. I've tried
Okay.
grouper, I've tried I don't like tilapia. I don't know about you, Rhonda.
I like flounder mahi.
Oh
I'll
my
do
God. I'm gonna have to
tuna.
try it. I'm gonna have to try it because I've never tried mahi. And I know tilapia, I liked it, but it's like just knowing that tilapia is one of the dirtiest fish in the sea. It's like,
Mhm.
why? Why would I even waste
No.
my money in this? Like,
No.
so I'm gonna
Man.
have to try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to you guys. I'm gonna see what you guys come up with for the setup for the next few days.
Not me. I'm sticking with my thing. It worked out for now.
Good.
Let's see what we can.
No, you're good. Your play is just to take a picture of everything you eat for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
All right. And then you're leaving town, so you're not even gonna meal prep next week, really, right? Yeah.
Well, I have to, anyways.
Okay. Meal prep, meal prep something.
Till Thursday, essentially.
Oh, right. All right. Well, all that to say, who's committed to meal prepping this weekend? Thumbs up. Okay. I'm gonna check on y'all. Who's
Oh my
following
God.
their meal plan through the weekend and next week? Yep. Who's
Yep.
attending their 3 bamboo sessions? I know Gabby, it's 2. And who's
No, well,
completing-
next week, yeah, let's see.
Gabby's
Let's see.
2. And then completing their homework assignments. We're all hitting our steps. 8,000 steps.
Mhm.
Yep. That's
Mhm.
what we'll be a part of next week. Any other questions or concerns? Going once. I think we did good, guys. All right. I do want to say, don't forget this Saturday we have boot camp at 8. If you could squeeze in another session. Afterwards, we clear the room and we start over. We have strength, and it's an open strength session. Really cool, but it's flexible. It's open gym format. You can tell it's time for me to go. And on that note, I am gonna let you guys go.
Okay.
See you later, Coach A.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good
Bye.
night.
You
Good
too.
night.
Bye.
What happened?
Ciao.
Night.
What happened?